Hey, Kevin Bryden here, Global Wealth Solutions partner. I just want to take a few minutes of your day to describe to you a new feature within Facebook that allows you to create a custom audience from your blog site or website based upon visitors that have come to your blog or website. And then you can actually target those people back into Facebook. It's a relatively new feature. The basic concept it comes from retargeting of ads. Some of you may be familiar with it, some of you may not. But within Facebook, it's a relatively new feature. And with that, uh, over here in this side, or you could actually on your news feed, you could see advertisements. And it may so happen that those advertisements that you're seeing are targeted to things of your interest. And that's not by mistake. That's actually by design, some clever tools and activities that Facebook and the social media community have put out there called cookies. I think we're all familiar with cookies and how they kind of work. So if you go out to other websites and blog sites, out on the web, you get those cookies tracked to you. And if somebody has put in a tracking pixel, which I'll describe here in just a minute, from Facebook, they can then, kind of track where you've been outside of Facebook and then bring that back in to Facebook and target those ads to you of those topics. So, and you'll see them over here on the right hand side or in your news feed with advertisements. So, I'm just going to show you how you would go about creating a custom audience from your blog site or website. So, first of all, you're going to come over here to manage your ads, and then come over here to the Power Editor. That's the best way to get access to it. There is another way, but I prefer coming in this way here. All right. You always want to make sure, I was in here earlier, so I'm just going to reiterate, when you first click on the Power Editor and you just got into your account, it'll ask you to download. But you always just want to make sure that you've got the latest and greatest here downloaded into your Power Editor, so it has all your recent posts and everything else that you've been doing on Facebook. That'll take just a minute or two here. And once that happens, this will go away, and we're going to come over here to audiences, and we'll click on that here in just a second. And then that's going to show you how another button that you can then create your custom audience. There we go. Okay, so now you come over to audiences, and then what you can do next is you come here, you do custom audience, and I've gone in here before and done other types of data file custom audience through email addresses or other methodologies that have been taught before. So you can do a lot of these different options here. The one we're going to do now is the custom audience from your website. So you click on that. This will ask you about a prompt agreeing to the terms and conditions of the audience and so forth. Just click that and then say create audience. All right, so we're going to come up here. We're going to say, Kevin's blog site. As a general, you can name that pretty much anything you want. It's mostly for a description, and then this we're just going to say, traffic from my blog site. All right, and you can, this is a description field. It can be anything you want. I don't know if there's a limitation on the amount of text, but you shouldn't need a whole lot to describe what you're going to do there. Now, the next thing, if you have not done so already within Facebook, you would actually click on this view remarketing pixel. And actually, since I've already created one for myself, this says view. I believe when I first came in here, it actually said create your remarketing pixel. So you would want to create your remarketing pixel. It'll give you a prompt or two that's very simple to follow, and you just do that. And it'll basically give you some HTML code that you will copy. And I'll just kind of show you real quickly. Let's see here. I came over here into my blog site and I've already pasted it in mine, so I'm going to click on a post that I have, and if this is what you would normally see in the post, all right, you just see the normal post text and everything. Well, if you come over here, and I'm using WordPress, so it depends on what type of environment you're in, but you go into your post editor, and it's going to allow you to input HTML. So I'm not going to get into all the details of this, and I'll just tell you this bit of code right here is pretty much what Facebook provided me. All right, when I created my tracking pixel. So I just took that copied pixel code that Facebook provided. I pasted it in here at the very top of my blog post and everything as I started editing it. All right, and then the rest of this is you don't have to worry about because it does. This is all behind the scenes formatting. So once you paste this in here, and I recommend you do that at the very beginning when you start your post. Now, if you've already got a post, you can come in and just add a few lines and then just copy paste or paste it in here and you're fine. So then when you come back over here in the visual, WordPress interprets all that good stuff, and it's behind the scenes stuff that you don't even know about. All right, when you're witnessing the blog. All right, so that's all you have to do on your blog side of things. Come back over here to the Power Editor, and then what you're going to do is simply put in your URL, which is for me it's my domain address. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one to put in there, so you're going to delete that. What we wanted to do was come back over here, and for my blog post it's going to be the slash right after your domain of your blog to the main category or page that you want to grab. All right, so you're going to copy that. You're going to come over back over here and you're going to paste that in there. Okay, now the other thing that you will do is let's say if you had additional posts categories that you wanted to do. So I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to show you one other category. So here's a post with my Telex free category. So I'll do that, and then I'm going to grab this part. All right, come back over here, and I'm going to tell it to do that. Now what that's going to do, you got an extra F in there, that's going to say for any visited MLM tips portion of the blog site, as well as anything that's Telex free. So it's either or, it's not and. All right, you can then also come down here and do a plus, and you can add additional items, and it says that you have to come to either of these sites and whatever you put here. Okay, now what that does is that starts getting into some compounded logic that could kind of make things more complicated than you need to. All right, so what I recommend is you just you don't really care which site they went to potentially, as long as they visited one of the sites on your blog. So every time you add a new category or a specific page that you want to track the audience to, you would come in here and add it to an existing list, or maybe you create a whole new custom audience here the way we started, and you just list that particular one. All right, so I'm going to basically delete that, and then I'm going to come back up here, and I'm going to say create. All right, it's updating, and now you can actually see I have two different blogs up here. I went ahead and created, even though I didn't have to. There's this one here that I created, and you can see the information down here of how it encoded all that, and that's basically detects your custom audience, which it says, since my blog post is actually new, and these blog posts are new, I've only got less than 20 current attendees. This will build over time as more and more people visit my blog site. So really that's about it. Then what you can do, which I've described, and there's other training videos out there on how to use the Power Editor to then come in and use this Power Audience, okay, or this custom audience for a particular post or ad that you want to place. All right. So with that, that's the quick training video for today of how to use a custom audience that's tracked from your blog or website. Have a great day. If you want to get more tips and training on Facebook or blogging, YouTube video, SEO, to generate more traffic, more leads, and convert sales conversions, just click on the link down below in the video, and you can learn more about those trainings and joining MLSP. Take care and have a great day.